Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. What do you think of my new intro? Oh, I'm so excited. My hubby surprised me with it. He was like, it's a new year, you need a new intro. I was like, oh, this is amazing. I'm very excited, as you can tell. So yeah, let me know, what do you think? So today I'm doing my nails. I'm doing a very basic set and I'm using Cjp products. So the first one is Snow White and then I'm going to be coming in with Amor. Now I know everybody's going to be looking at my nail beds, so let's just clear this up now, okay? As you know, I'm very real. You get what you get with me. This is the current state of my fingernails. There are two reasons for the state of my fingernails at the moment. Firstly, I had a bit of an incident with a folding table. Yep, so you will notice that yes, I have damage across 3 of my finger beds? Nail beds. My fingers, my nail beds. Those things. Yay! Yeah. I didn't have acrylics on. I'd taken my Grinch set off, so I literally just had gel a shellac polish on my nails. There was no protection against a table. I think if I'd had my acrylics on, it probably wouldn't have damaged it quite as it did. But yeah, I got it trapped right, and basically, yeah, it hurt a lot. Surprisingly enough, I expected him to be like falling off and, you know, the pain of what I did. But they've survived quite well. So I decided because of this, I need a set where it's just going to be a case of just infilling. Just do a bit of maintenance, not something that I have to strip back. I don't want to have to be doing a lot of filing on them. I need to give them time to recover. That doesn't mean that it has to be boring. I absolutely freaking love this set. I love an ombre. We all know I love an ombre. I love a French ombre. And I got some beautiful shiny stuff from Glitter Stella. So I am absolutely going to use it. This finger came off surprisingly well. Now, you will also notice that there is a bit of a hint of green going on my nails. This is not greenies. I can never remember what the name of it. I can't say it. But it's not a fungal infection at all. It is staining from the Grinch nail set that I did. Yes, I put a clear base down. I put the same clear base down I put on every single set before I do coloured acrylic. I have no idea why this one has gone through and done what it's done, but it has. Okay. So yeah. I've got very damaged and slightly green looking nails. Awesome. But you know what? We're going to make them beautiful. And I decided I was going to use the Cjp because I really like a pink and white. And it needs to be a pink and white. Yes, you can have the nudie colours. But for me, it's a pink and white. And anybody that's been with me for quite some time will know I'm very passionate about the fact I like a pink and white. Obviously, I'm doing my own hands, so the video, it does come in and out of shot a bit. It is really tricky trying to video your own hand, so I apologise. But hopefully you get the gist of it. So, yeah, so we're using Snow White and we are going to be using Amor. So the pinky and the index finger are both going to be ombres. There we go. The blend on there was just a bit harsh. So I'm just coming in with just another bead just to soften that up a bit. Okay. And then I'm going to move back to the pinky because that one has now set enough for me to go in with the pink. The other good thing is this shows you how good a cover powder this is because you can see how well it covers. Now you have to build this up. I am not a 1-bead wonder. Okay, I'm generally not even a 3-bead wonder. I remember early on, everybody's like, oh, I can do it in 1 bead. Awesome, wonderful. I can't. Or, you know, here's the 3-bead method. It doesn't matter how many beads you use. I prefer to pick up small beads that I can just manipulate easier and work with easier. You know, it doesn't matter if you take 10 beads, so long as you get there in the end. Don't be fixated on the number of beads. This ombre takes me a few beads. It does. Because I want to get the blend right. I want to get the coverage right. CJP is still a new product, so I did struggle with the consistency of some of the beads. You know, some of them they were a little bit runnier than I would have liked, because it's a new product and I've got to get used to it. But it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it is covered up all of that disaster underneath very, very nicely. So I'm not going to show you me doing the same process on all of the nails. We're just going to cut through to the bits that we actually need. So in that back section, I just need a little bit more coverage. So I'm going to come in again with just a small bead, bleed out the back of that bead. Okay. And then pop that right in that back bit, because you can see it was just a different colour. And we needed a little bit more apex coming in down there as well. And then what we will do is we will then cap the blend in clear, okay? Once I finish faffing around with this. So the fact that it doesn't quite look right doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, there is always a file. We always file. I think I'd fiddle around with this for a little bit longer. I faffed around for a very long time, in fact. So then I'm just going to come along and just, like I say, put that clear on there. It's always a giveaway when you can see my other hand as to what's coming next. But I did actually do these about 3 days apart. I did one hand. Because it takes so long to do your own nails, and just stuff happened, and, you know. Anywho, we got 2 hands by the end of it. There we go. And then I'll let that set. And then we'll file it into shape. And okay, so I've sped this up. I tell you what, I really hate having to try and get my own hands in shot. That position, I don't know if it's just me, but does anybody else's thumb go really weird? Like, it doesn't like it. So you see what I mean here? The bead consistency isn't quite right. It's a little bit runny. But, you know, we got there. We got there. I just kept dabbing my brush and giving it a patty, patty, pat, pat, pat. There we go. So the great thing about Amor is you can use it as quite a translucent as well. So if you don't want something that's a huge coverage, oh, here I got it well and truly stuck under there. So I'm just going to get my little, see, look at that. Jobs are good. Yeah, so you can use it as quite a translucent as well. So if you're just wanting more of a natural French, but with me, obviously, I'm just building the colour up because I want it more of a opaque. It always confuses me because opaque to me sounds like it should be translucent, and it isn't. Or tights, that's the other thing I think of, you know, the opaqueness of your tights, which I thought was the amount of, you know, sheerness to them, which it isn't. It's the opposite. It's amazing what you learn as you... Oh dear. Sorry, waffled off. I went on a right tangent there, didn't I? There you go. So that one was a bit better. Yeah, the other fun of doing your own nails is obviously as you turn your hand, it disappears. But that's why you use small beads. Because if I tried to do that on a 1 bead and doing it on my own hand, I can guarantee you that most of it would have ended up on the palm of my hand, not even close to being on the nail. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with another one around that cuticle. I am using CJP the One monomer, which means that you don't have to use primer. So you dehydrate your nails, you do all of your normal prep, dehydrate them, and then you can just go straight in. You don't have to use any acid primer or anything. Right, so the ring finger, the middle finger and the thumb were all just the same. Okay, they're just a plain wash of Amor, as you can see. So I have filed them all. I don't need to cap them because they are a core powder, and we're going to come in with some stamping. So I am using gel stamping. So when you're gel stamping, you put it on and you leave it. Okay, you just let it sit there for a little bit and just plop into the holes. The great thing about gel stamping is you can do more than one stamp. There you go, there's one. And then I'm going to come in on my thumb and I'm going to do the second one. All right, it doesn't matter if you make a mess round, you clean it up before you stick it in the lamp. Now I'm going to get well and truly messy. This is Pixie Dust from Glitter Stella, which I showed you in the haul video, and it's amazing, but it should be called Unicorn Fart because I think I'm still finding this. Trying to clean it up. So whatever you do, don't brush it off at this point. Okay, go cure it in the lamp. And then once it comes out of the lamp, you can then brush off the excess. This middle finger, I've put base coat down. I've cured that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And now I am just, again, sprinkling this over the top. Then I'll knock off the excess. Now for this, I'm going to burnish this in. I don't want a sugared nail. I want a burnished nail. So I'm just pressing that in to start with. So it's all into the gel layer, and then I'm rubbing it in. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, it's so freaking beautiful. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to stamp on top of that as well. Once I've cleared up a little bit of mess. Just a little bit of mess. So again, I'm just going to use the gel polish. We're going to put that on. We're going to swipe, and we're going to swipe. I'm going to leave that for a moment while I just clean up. You see, I can't find what I'm looking for. I put stuff down and then I'm like, what did I do with it? And then I'm just going to pop that on top. Ta-da! And then I'm going to cure that in the lamp as well. And then we're just going to top coat over the top. I'm using Time to Shine by CJP as my top coat of choice. Now, when you go over the glitter, these, I did do them twice actually, but you'll see I will wipe off my brush before I put it back in the pot, because otherwise you will get glitter everywhere. Yes. And so, yeah, as soon as the top coated, then that's this design done. Nice and simple, but something a little bit different. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.